Welcome back to Inside the Foul. Today we have a special episode. Two guys who just got the call, drafted to the Dolanet Steelers of the JCBL. We're talking about their journey, the grind, and what they bring to the field this season. Welcome, Tommy O'Dell and Xander Vigil. What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing?
So the first question is, what was that email like when you got drafted?
You want to start us off, Tommy?
Yeah, I can start us off. Honestly, it felt great. It realized that, like, hey, I do have a potential of actually going and play pro ball. As I told you in the other interview, I did hurt my shoulder in college, and they were like, hey, hang it up if you want to work at shoulder. So that after, and then coming back and then still seeing that, hey, I could still potentially get paid to play baseball 4 years after the injury and not even lacing up for college anymore. It's a pretty cool feeling.
Yeah, it's amazing. I would have to say it's just I'm very grateful. Having the opportunity to just keep on playing the sport that I love is always just so exciting. You never know when your last game is at times, whether it's an injury or something. So when you get the opportunity to play more, it's just always great. Especially this is the next level. Like I played Division 2 ball, and like after I entered the transfer portal, there's a lot of uncertainty. So finally having something to lock in, and especially for it to be a higher level, indie ball, is just it's great. It's great.
So the real question is, who was that first phone call to after that email?
Oh yeah. Well, I remember I was laying in bed and I had just kept on refreshing my email because I was already talking with the managers, and I just was waiting, and then I saw, oh my gosh, I got it. And then I ran out my room and I showed my mom. I was like, Mom, I got drafted. And she's like, yay. And so we were all excited and stuff, and it was a great moment because seeing that flyer and that the saying you got drafted, it was great.
Yeah. So whenever I got the email, I was actually laying in bed as well too, and my girlfriend was sitting right there. And I looked over, and I was just like, I got drafted. She threw a hissy fit. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Da 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 da, all that stuff. And then the first person I actually told was my dad because he's been with me since I was 3 years old. So I started playing baseball. He was my coach till I was 12, and then whenever he heard the news, he was like, "Holy crap, my son's actually gonna be playing either semi-pro or pro baseball." That's been his dream since I was 3. So it was really cool to be
So
able to share that experience with him.
that's amazing. Listen,
Yeah.
I as a person looking on the outside, I was told when the emails were going out, and I was like, all right. And then I was like refreshing Instagram, trying to follow all the players. I was like, all right, who's going to be the first one to post? Because like I had no idea. Because like I was told, hey, do you want to know? I was like, no, I'm kind of surprised. I want to know who's going where as a surprise. So were y'all surprised by the Donut Steelers? Because I know everyone has their favorite team already, but was there a team that y'all were looking for?
I would say I was very gravitated towards the donuts already. Like I just liked the color scheme and the just the energy that it gave off. And I also talked with the assistant coach. I believe it was Eric, right? And I love this part. He was a former cop. Now he's a high school coach. And I thought that was just hilarious. And we had a good laugh over how, if we go to practice and he's a former cop, that I bring him a donut. And it's just so fitting with
That's
the team.
amazing.
And I just thought it was hilarious, and I just liked the vibes that I was getting from the coaches already. So it was great that we can continue that.
Yeah, I saw the donuts. I love the jerseys. I love how they're gonna look with the black, teal, and purple. But and I'm not gonna lie, I did see Mr. Rondon, and I knew about his pitching past, about being with Team Venezuela for the 3 years and everything like that. And so I was kind of leaning towards a little bit towards his team, just because I knew he knew about a lot of the stuff that I was trying to work on. But then seeing that I got drafted by the Donut Steelers, I was like, hey, I love their jerseys. I love the logo. I was all in.
So I got one for you, Tommy. As a lefty,
Mhm.
what are you going to bring to the mound to help your teammates?
I mean, as you saw, I'm a competitor. I love to compete. I don't care if it's a men's league in Jacksonville or if I'm playing Shohei Ohtani Game 7, ninth inning, bases loaded. I'm gonna go compete. I'm gonna go give whatever I can to give my best that day. And if it fails, it fails. I know what I need to work on, but then that's also baseball. I mean, I'm a competitor. I don't throw hard, as y'all already saw. I probably top out max on a good day 80, 86, 80, 86 to 88. But I'm a competitor. I'm not going to back down from a challenge. I mean, even in high school, we were playing kids like Blaze Jordan, Drew Jones, Andrew Jones's son. Grew up around them and played them all throughout high school. And anytime I got up on the mound with them, they were all saying, "Holy crap, this kid can compete." So competition, I love to compete. That's what I feel like I can bring.
Well, but you have a secret weapon no one knows about, unless you were at tryouts. That pickoff, okay? I'm going to be honest, okay? You have your duo over here at first base, so I feel like the
Oh
pickoff is
yeah.
going to surprise some people.
And that's always the funniest thing too, because like as I told you earlier, growing up, I didn't have a pickoff move at all, so I don't even see that as like something in my repertoire, just because I didn't start working on that till high school, like right around that high school age. And I always thought it was mediocre until I pulled out the 1 to second. That's probably the quickest I've ever done that in my life. So, but I mean, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
So, Xander, are we
Yes.
going to be? So, I know that your footwork stood out at first base during tryouts, but are you going to be focused more on first base or the outfield?
Well, I would say, considering I'm one of the younger players and I still have a lot more, I would say, agility and movement, I'm more likely going to be in the outfield because I can kind of adapt to more of any environment. While is there might be somebody on my team that may have had an injury that they can't run around as much, but they could still provide at first base. If we have two people that are at the same level who can both compete at first base, I would love nothing more than to help my team and be in the outfield. But if we're in the scenario where we don't have, you know, if we have pure athletes, everybody can play, everybody can do their job. I'll contribute however I need to make sure my team wins at the end of the day, whether that's first base or outfield.
Which position in the outfield do you like better? Because everyone says it's the same. No, I feel like there's a little difference.
Well, obviously wherever I'm needed, but I've played and a lot stronger at the corners. Um, both of them I play equally as good. Just the reads there, I can easily see easier depth and the speed. But with center, sometimes I have trouble seeing straight through the pitcher and have to get a little bit to the right or the left and cover much ground. And that could be difficult.
So this is for both y'all. Baseball is a grind. How do y'all handle setbacks?
I mean, the setbacks, I mean, they just come with the sport. I mean, if you play baseball long enough, you do realize it is a game of failure. And it's obviously, as an athlete, you want to be perfection all the time. But once you get through your head that baseball, you're not going to be perfect all the time. Because
Yeah,
if you do think you can be perfect at baseball, you're going to fail. Like,
yeah.
you're not going to do good. You're going to be in your head the whole time. And once you realize that, hey, this game is a game of failure, literally, you're in the Hall of Fame in the MLB if you hit the ball 3 times out of 10 and get on base,
Yeah.
then you can just go out and have fun.
You couldn't have said it better. That's exactly right. I couldn't have said it better. It is a game of failure, and you're gonna have to be able to bounce back every single time you fail and keep on, pushing to be the best version of yourself. And a lot of people, especially when they're younger, they doubt themselves a lot when they play and they don't have the confidence. But you got to realize, once you reach a certain level, all you can do is give your best, because once you hit that ball, even if you hit it perfectly, if somebody makes a great play, that's not on you. You did your best and you gave it 110% effort. Like, if somebody else just got there at that moment, or the wind was killing the ball and it didn't go over the fence and somebody caught it, you can't control that. So you could just go out there and do your best every single day, and that's all you can do, you know?
So, leading in, what are y'all thinking about spring training? What is the one thing you're dreading, and what's the one thing you're excited about?
I'm embracing it with open arms, because honestly, spring training is going to really see where everybody lies in the depth charts. And it's going to be competitive. Everybody's going to move with a purpose because everybody's competing to get their spot. So it's just that, competitive nature is just kind of a little tease as to what the season's going to be. And, that's where honestly it matters the most, because finding your place setting in your roster is gonna determine the rest of the season. So these first impressions during spring training matter so much to how your coach is gonna trust you handling the full season. So all that really just comes down to, how competitive you are and coachable you are during spring training.
Yeah, I couldn't put it together any better than that. I mean, the only thing else is that just the competition wise, just seeing, hey, who am I competing with against my team? I mean, it's just the start of the competition. Be like, hey, okay, this guy is, and seeing what little tidbits I can take away from guys that are farther along in their journey than I am. So obviously, from the coaches, you can gonna just develop everything, be a sponge with those guys, and then the guys that have a little bit more experience playing in indie league or pro ball, just being able to pick their brains about things and saying like, especially from the pitching side aspect. Hey, with that slider grip, how are you snapping it? How are you rolling the changeup? Or are you just letting it fall off the fingers? Everything like that, and just being a full true sponge, and then going out and competing against the guys that you're learning from is always the most fun for me.
So this is a team question because I'm very excited. This. What do you guys think the Dolanet Steelers will be known for this season?
I think we're gonna be known for bringing it energy. I really feel like, especially with Lou. Unfortunately, he can't be here right now, but just the vibes that I got from him, if he's coming through and he's playing in this in the outfield just with me, man, I'm energetic in the outfield. I'm always talking. I'm always moving around. I'm always trying to have fun. And I feel like if the fans can catch a glimpse of that, that'll be what we're really known for, is bringing that energy and basically being able to compete, have fun, and win while also making it fun for everybody else. I really would want to be known for that with the Donuts.
I like that you said that, because I do see that with our team as well too, Xander. But building off of that, I also want to see that, like, it feels like our team. I mean, number one, we have the least amount on the roster right now, so I feel like we're just going to be a scrappy team. I feel like we're going to try to find to get the job done at any point that we can. If that's, hey, play small ball, hey, try to hit the ball 495 feet, like, just we're gonna have guys that look like that I saw from the roster that can step up in that pressure moment and not let the pressure get to them. So I'm just excited to compete with all these guys.
Definitely.
Listen, y'all got me excited. Small ball, okay? Because listen, my team I coach rec ball with, we set the record for 80 bunts in a season. So listen, y'all bunt the ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
when in doubt, bunt the ball. So have y'all had like any like get-togethers as a team yet on the side of getting to know each other yet?
I mean, after some of the tryouts, some of us went to go eat food. That was about it. The thing is we don't really know who's
Fully on the
going to be
roster
on the
yet?
roster yet. We don't have a group chat or anything like that. That was something I was looking into though, because honestly, building rapport with your teammates is the best way to win, because you can't have a team that isn't comfortable with each other. You're gonna have to have some mojo with everything. Like when you're turning a double play with a shortstop and a second baseman, they got to know each other and they got to know how they release the ball, how they work with each other, where they're gonna be. All of that is just, it all matters on meeting the person, practicing with them behind the scenes, and being very personal with everything. Even like a pitcher and a catcher too. It's the same exact thing.
It is. And building off of that, I mean, also it is a little bit rough. I mean, because some of us do live down here in Jacksonville. Some guys are obviously in Connecticut, Chicago, all over the place. So it is kind of hard to actually get like a full team meetup. And plus, there's another tryout going on, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that, after Easter. So I mean, there's still more guys that are gonna get picked up and get brought onto the team. So just being able to have that full team camaraderie and actually coming to meet each other is gonna be a little bit hard. But I feel like once we all get there, we're all ball players. We're all here to compete. We all want to get to that next level. So I think once we actually understand, like, hey, this is where the feed's going to be, or hey, if I want to set up on the inside pitch, or if I want to throw an inside pitch set up down the middle, it's just once we get all that and it clicks, I feel like we're going to be a really great team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait till all the teams get together because I think it's going to be cool, like interacting with all the players during the tryouts. I'm like, man, like seeing some of y'all already in like little circles, just like talking. I'm like, man, this is going to be like the most fun ever. So, what is opening day going to mean to y'all? What is going to go through y'all stepping on that field for the first time?
Obviously, setting expectations is a important part of any opening day. You know, starting off strong is really important because not only will it bring the best out of your opponents, but it'll bring the best out of you to kind of hold to that standard as a team. And honestly, it'll be eye opening too because we'll put in our work in practice and in spring training, and really opening day will help us kind of see where we're all lying when it comes to handling the hard situations, like how everybody's actually going to handle the pressure in the live game situation. So it's, always getting perspective is perfect for growth. So that's exactly what I think will happen on the opening day.
Yeah, and just building off of that, just being able to compete with everybody. That's what honestly I'm most excited for is just the competition aspect of it, going out there and playing baseball for 2 days straight, or maybe even three, four, five during the week whenever the season goes on. But I mean, it's just being able to out there and go play baseball with a bunch of guys that I barely even know, but I know by a quarter into the way of the season, they're all going to be some of my best friends and from different areas and everything like that. So I think that, and then the expectation, like Xander was saying, those are going to be the most fun parts about it.
So, what season goals do y'all have set? What are y'all setting up for each?
I feel like, I mean, a season goal, like, you mean like personally or for, like for the
Yeah,
team or
personally and team.
personally? I mean, obviously, if I can get out, that would be a great goal. If I can get out and start playing better baseball, and then also, but personally, for like stats wise, as long as I hit a 9 spot, man, I'll be happy. So,
Now, I would have to say, as a team, obviously winning it all is always the goal. I mean, you do not
Mhm.
want to be second, third, or fourth. I want to be first. That is always the goal. Also, being an all-star would be perfect too, but I would rather contribute for a win for the team, however it may be. Like if I have to be that one guy that sits all game and then goes in a pinch hit and come in clutch, I would do that for my team. If I had to lay down a bunt when I'm a power hitter, I would do that for my team. And that is just, being a team player is just very important to winning everything. Everybody has to contribute in their own way, whether they like it or not. But as for personal goals, batting over 300 is always good, especially in a wood league where I'm not necessarily comfortable swinging wood yet because I've only really swung it for about a little less than a year now, maybe 8 months, competitively. So still adjusting to that and also being healthy. I have to just make sure I can stay consistent with my swings and stay healthy to contribute and show that I can have a good batting average in a wood league. That's my main goal, is just have something over 300 for the batting average in a wood league. So
So, looking at other teams, who do we want the Donut Steelers? Who do we have? Who do we want to start beef with as a rival? Because I feel like I want to target the Muffin Freaks with y'all because it's
you got that,
baking.
Tommy? What's up?
Yeah, that baking. Baked goods
Yeah,
rival.
yeah, exactly. I mean, of course, the rivalry with the bacon goods, that would always be a funny one. But I mean, also knowing that, how can I say this without okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Knowing that they think that there's gonna be the better team, just because hey, the head coach is the guy who is coaching over in the Mexican Baseball League right now and everything like that. They're gonna have the best direction. They're gonna have the best everything because he has the best connections. I
Mhm.
think as our team, we want that to be our competition because if they are at a higher competition level, it's going to bring our competition level up as well too, playing against them. Because then, hey, they're the good team. Let's go out and beat the good team and show we're the better team than the good team.
Yep.
So, is there a player on? If this is for both of y'all, is there a player on each other team than the Muffin Freaks that stand out that you're like, we got to keep our eyes on when we play against him?
Well, obviously, there is a pitcher named Flo that I don't know if he's been on a team yet, but he throws mid 90s, and he's by far one of the strongest and competitive arms that we have in the whole league entirely. So having that competition is, detrimental to our growth. Like we are all trying to go MLB, right? And we're going to face arms a lot faster than him and a lot better than him. So just getting in front of him and getting as many reps as we can in front of the toughest arms in this league will help us, kind of break down and think like, okay, what's the best thing for me to hit this velocity and be consistent with it? And that'll help us get to the next level and build back, up. So his arm is important. As for bats, there's not a lot of team practices or video that show what the competition is like. Once spring training starts, I feel like that answer might be a little bit more, answerable, because it's like we don't know who all is in the league yet. So, but we know that Flo has a great arm
I think
and that
Flo's
he's
on the
one of the
Taco Jammers.
he's on the Taco
Sorry.
Jammers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
well then
looked at the
that's gonna
rosters.
be
Yeah, so
interesting to face. Definitely.
And to build off of what Xander said, I do think it would be Flo or Florian, because yes, he does have an electric arm, but also a lot of people don't know he can swing the hell out of the bat too.
Oh,
He,
I was gonna say that's the one thing that like I've seen like video of Flo swinging. I'm
yeah,
like everyone talks about
Flo
his
can
pinching.
swing.
Like I'm gonna be honest. That I was like, okay, how Tommy, how do you feel about that if you have to go against Flo?
I'm not gonna lie. So in the men's league down here, I did play with him. He was on my team. So and I was actually his catcher because the other two catchers we had were over 40, and they were like, "Hey, I can't see a ball coming in at 90 miles an hour." So I know what weaknesses are in his arsenal, and I know what he can and can't do with his arsenal. But then also with that swing, he's just so fast twitch because he doesn't look like he could have a big swing because he's not like the biggest dude ever. He's maybe 6 foot 6'1", 195 pounds, but he is such a fast twitch dude. The minute his hands get through, you're like, holy crap, that's an MLB swing. And actually, what a lot of people don't know about him, he played rookie ball for Tampa for 3 years.
Yeah,
oh wow.
And the reason why they dropped him was because he said, "Hey, I can hit the ball too. Let me show you." And they're like, "No, you throw 98. You're going to throw 98." He was like, "No, I want to hit too." So he left rookie ball because he wanted to hit.
yeah. So I think I just learned something about you, Tommy. I didn't know you played catcher.
Yeah.
So why are you a PO only?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, for my size and where I can play in the field. I don't have the power for it.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so I mean, I was always a contact guy first growing up. I was always either the second or the eight hole. And just because I may not hit the ball out of the park, but I will hit the ball and I will get on base. I will do anything it takes to get on base whenever I am hitting. So if it ever does come down to it, and I do have to, you have to pinch hit a pitcher. I'd love to come in and swing it, but I mean, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be 350 foot over a fence, but it'll be a little bloop shot over the second baseman. We'll have a runner on.
There we go.
I like that. See, when you said catcher, I was like, wait, hold on. I talked to you during tryout. I only ever saw you pitch, and I was like, okay, now I kind of want to low key see Tommy back there catching.
Yeah, so I mean, and that wasn't a planned thing. We brought Florian in, and all, like I said earlier, all of our catchers were over 40 years old. So they were like, "Hey, if a ball comes in at 90 miles an hour, I'm not seeing junk." And everyone was like, "Oh, I'm not catching him." And my throwing partner in high school was Zach Maxwell, or known as Big Sugar for the Cincinnati Reds, and he was my throwing partner from the time I was 15 to 17 because he was a year older than I was, and he threw 98, 99 and had no idea where the ball was going. So I got back there and I was like, "Hey, he was my throwing partner. I can catch him." I saw 97, 98, and I was like, just fine, frame it, everything. And they were like, "Okay, shit. Like, all right, you got it."
That's amazing. All right, so I have some fun questions before we get to Jonathan's serious questions.
Okay.
Favorite MLB player growing up?
Gotta be. It's a tie. Honestly, I can't. When I say my favorite, I normally say Barry Bonds because I really like his swing and his approach to hitting. And it's just following his batting advice is just very constructive and has always helped me. It's very infamous though that he took steroids. Like obviously I'm a natural athlete, like I don't take any supplements, and it's frowned upon, right? But when you think about the skill set that he has, that alone is still very professional worthy. um but also I would have to say Mike Trout. You know, growing up watching like people put bombs over the fence is just very inspiring to try to be the best hitter you can be, and like just seeing these great hitters, just you want to mirror them and be just like that. And honestly, I've always loved that. Like my favorite number growing up was 27, because not only is it 2 days away from my birthday, but it's also Mike Trout, who is this big strong guy who's freshly drafted out of high school and already playing for the Anaheim Angels. It's just so cool to see, you know. And every kid wishes that they could just go and play baseball, right? So, and for pros, and that just is, it's very inspiring.
So I'm gonna kind of throw a curveball in here. I've got three. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Freddie Freeman. I'm a Braves fan through and through. I've been a Braves fan my whole life. So Freddie Freeman, whenever we lost him, my heart broke. I thought he was gonna be like Chipper, but he was my inspiration for first base. My footwork and everything like him. I wanted to model after him whenever I was playing first base. And so anytime I could, I'd break down videos. I'd break down his mechanics with his feet and everything, just see how he would set up his footwork before the games, how he would set up and practice it, and then also going along with that, a nobody name now, but Kelly Johnson, second
Really?
base. Oh yeah, that's who
Yeah.
got me into baseball was Mr. Kelly Johnson. He was number two. I was number two my whole life because of him.
See,
Um,
me being older, when you said Kelly Johnson, I was like, oh man, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now I know he wasn't the best bat, but defensively he had he had a really great glove. From what I remember, I mean, I was 6 at the time watching him from the Brave Stadium, but he had a really great glove. I mean, he always hit like I think his career average was like 257 or something like that. So he wasn't the best hitter, but I mean, he always got it done with his glove. Anytime you saw him trying to double play, it was the smoothest, cleanest double play you could see, besides Dustin Pedroia. And yeah, and then my pitching. I was always growing up. I was always modeled after Tom Glavine. I was literally nicknamed Little Tom Glavine, like growing up through the whole life. So Tom Glavine, just knowing how to seeing how he moves his pitches with his fingers by filing down off one of his calluses and everything like that. It was just really cool. So yeah,
Listen, as a baseball fan, like I love y'all's picks because, listen, when you said Freddie, that kind of hurt. And to touch on Bonds,
Mhm.
it's the steroids still don't help you see 90. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Walk up song. What are we picking?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I've been thinking of this. At work, I'll listen to music and I'll think, man, what would be the coolest song to do? And I was thinking of doing Barracuda,
Okay.
because I feel like if I'm walking up, right, the little dumper walking up to Barracuda, you just hear dun 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 dun,
See,
and
I
it's
think
just
that fits.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the
I
fans out
just
there,
I
we nicknamed Xander Little Dumper because he kind of has the Cal Riley problem at tryouts. So we're gonna rock with the Little Dumper and try to promote it for him.
right, but I think that just Barracuda is a very intimidating song, and when I am in the box, a lot of the times I'm right there, up on the plate, aggressive and giving like a dead stare at the pitcher, saying I'm gonna, and thinking in my mind, and they could see it too, I'm gonna hit your ball, I'm gonna hit this, and I'm gonna hit it, and you're not gonna get it past me. Like that's my mentality, and that's what I like to give off. And if Barracuda is gonna help me intimidate people, then I'll do that.
It's a good pick. I like that pick, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I do got a couple picks in mind, but the one that's kind of pointed out to me was also my song in college as well too. It's "Me Versus Me" by Moneybagg Yo.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because as I'm on the mound, I know that whenever I'm feeling good and I'm feeling great, hey, I know it's me versus me out there. I know I'm trying to strike you out, you're trying to get me, but you're not going to beat me.
Yeah.
See, I
Confidence.
like that. I'm gonna have to listen to that one. All right. Let's see. Since we are playing for the Donut Steelers, favorite go-to donut.
Ooh, Boston cream. Can't
Okay.
hesitate. Boston
This man
cream.
didn't
Okay.
hesitate. Okay.
No
Yeah.
hesitation at all. I like it. All right, and I'm gonna go with chocolate glazed sprinkle. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That's
gotta go with that.
Okay.
yep.
See. All right. Favorite post-game meal.
Whiskey meal. Chicken. Chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm riding
Okay.
off of Xana with that one. Chick-fil-A. That's always
Yeah.
the best post game meal.
Back in high school though, we would always go to Waffle House after games, and that
I
was like
got you.
Friday.
No, yeah, we always had for our pregame. We had parents go out and just they'd always get Chick-fil-A because it was 5 minutes away from the high school. So they're like, "Hey, pregame, y'all getting Chick-fil-A? Go ball out!" And it was always the best.
See,
You can never go wrong with some fried chicken after a game and some lemonade or
Yep.
something like that to cool down. It's perfect.
Oh man, I'm low key jealous. I never did that. We always did tacos.
There
Ah,
you go.
okay.
We would do that too. Yep. Post game for like spring break and everything. There was a little taco stand that was maybe 10 minutes away from the high school, and we just go there 99 cent tacos on Wednesdays. So
That's great.
We
Well,
had a
I mean,
Taco Bell.
growing up in Florida, though, a big something that's everywhere is Publix, and Publix is known for their
Mhm.
fried chicken, just delicious, right? So, like after summer games, there's nothing better than getting an Arnold Palmer and then having some chicken. It's just great.
Yep.
I'm gonna go hang out with y'all after post games. That's what I heard. Yeah, commentary booth is going with y'all. All right, day game or night game? Which one do you
Night.
like best?
Yeah,
It's
night.
hot in
Playing under the
Florida.
lights
It
is
is
always so
hot.
much better.
All right, let's see. If you weren't playing baseball, what would you be doing?
Tommy, how do you
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't playing baseball, I'd probably stick with what I'm doing work wise. I'm working in insurance right now with the Medicare side, so a little bit older folks. But insurance is what I'm doing now, and that's probably what I'm gonna be sticking with if I don't play baseball. So
It's good. Well, I would say I do a lot of things just outside of baseball as it is. I like to, kind of cover all the bases when it comes to trying to build my academics and understanding of everything. Like I'll work on cars. I have a 3D printer literally right behind me, and I like creating stuff. Like this is a helmet for a power armor from Fallout, and I wanted to make it because I am a big fan of Fallout, and I just got it, and I'm printing it out, and I love just I don't know I used to want to be an engineer, but then I realized like that kind of stuff takes a lot of time and effort that baseball just can't. I can't put as much time into engineering and then still play baseball. I could do it for fun and create stuff for fun and have a great time doing it, but honestly, I just need something more, I guess, realistic and like that will kind of contribute to helping baseball as well. And that's why I'm getting a business degree because, networking and learning how to get opportunities is all a part of business. So if I continue to grow that, that will not only help my baseball career, but when baseball is done, because baseball ends sometime, then I could use whatever I learned from baseball and business to help carry me on in life, whether that's opening my own training facility, or one goal of mine would be to open up a real estate firm, work under a realtor group for a couple of years and then open up my own after I build enough capital. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I've planned out, and I do have other options that I'm thinking of doing, but I am on the trajectory for baseball to become something very good and a good opportunity for me. So I need to just ride that train as long as I can.
mhm.
All right, last one before I get to Jonathan's. All right, to go back in time and tell your younger self that first day of baseball, what's the best advice you would give yourself?
Keep on doing the same exact thing you're doing, man. You don't get here if you don't believe in yourself and you don't keep on grinding. So I'm very fortunate. I wouldn't do anything different because I'm still pushing and I'm still working every single day. Like everybody wishes they did more when they were younger. And yes, I wish I would have worked out more, done the specific exercises that I'm doing now, and known as much as I know now. But that's all a part of the journey is learning how to do it and learning how to be the best version of yourself. And so I like my journey and I'm fine with what it is, and my trajectory is still good. I'm 19 and playing independent ball. Like that is in itself a great accomplishment. And I wouldn't do anything differently other than maybe say, "Hey, go do plyos."
And yeah, kind of build off of Xander, like Xander said. I mean, obviously, as a pitcher, you always want to be perfect. So I think I need to get that. Would want to get that out of my head because through high school, I'd always try to be perfect, and half the time, more than half the time, it wouldn't work out. So get out of your head that you got to be perfect. Go play. It's a game of failure. Just go out there and have fun. Because whenever you have fun, you compete at the highest level you possibly can. And the one thing that I would say is stay away from them girls, man.
uh,
No way.
we all learned
Yep.
that lesson very hard.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready for the hard hitting questions from Jonathan? Because I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah, let's
honest.
do it.
When he sent me these questions yesterday, I'm gonna be honest. I think he blew me away with his questions more than the questions I had for y'all. Okay.
Okay.
The first one is, what do you want to be remembered by your teammates to remember you by this season?
Well, okay. I would say I would just like for everybody to know that, I'm a hard worker. I don't give up and I give it 110% all the time. And I hope that is reflected with how my teammates view me. Um, and I hope that just we can win. I only care about the team winning and that we all contribute and we have fun while we do it. Making lifelong friends and connections is always amazing. Amazing.
Mhm. And to build off of that, Xander, I mean, I also feel like even throughout high school, like even my coach was like, "Hey, this guy's always been a glue guy for us." So that means, I'd always want to be seen as like a glue guy, the guy that's always going to be positive, upbeat, always lifting up my teammates instead of bringing them down. Like, hey, if you strike out, hey, so what? You still got at least two, three at bats left in the game. Go do something about it. You only need one. So
Right.
I feel like just being a glue guy and then also saying that, hey, I work hard, I get my stuff done, I compete. Like that's kind of what I want to be
Yeah.
remembered as.
I mean, yeah, and I guess a better way to say it is just be a team player. That's
Yeah.
that's all I would want to be, is just, you know, be a person that your teammates can trust, be a person that can provide, and also help other people grow as well.
Yeah, and to build off of that, just be seen as a guy that you can hang out outside of the baseball field and who doesn't only think just baseball, just being able to have the energy and being able to have the confidence of doing whatever I want to do and how I do it and just do it in the best way that I can possibly without affecting other people
I like that.
in a negative way.
So, what is the one impact you want to make on the earth before you leave?
Help the people around me. Just help.
Yeah.
A lot of people would like to help, but the one thing they can't do to help is give money, because we all like we're built in a society where we have to try to just work to survive. You know, you have to pay to live. You know, and that's really difficult. So just getting, as far as I can go, whether it's in a realty business or baseball, would open the door for me to just help more people, because I'll have the finances to do that, to not only look after myself but look after the people that raised me, and then help people. Like, I would love nothing more than give, like, money, my last $20 to a homeless person, but then you got to think like, oh well, I need food too, I have to survive too. Like, what am I going to do if I don't have anything to eat? Like, sometimes it's like those are hard decisions, and you try to do your best, but having opportunity to help people is always good. And growing this league and becoming a better version of myself is going to help other people, because I want to help other people as well. you know
Yeah, I like that, Xander. And to build off of that, just also to show like because growing up, I was never the biggest, strongest, fastest kid. I didn't, hell, I didn't even hit 6 foot until I was 17 in high school. So I was always a little small guy, always counted out like, hey, this guy doesn't throw hard. Go at him, attack his fastball. It's flat. It wasn't, but attack his fastball and get him out of the inning quick. So I just want to be able to prove that, hey, just because you grew up small and then and then say if you do grow up or don't grow up and get bigger, faster, stronger, you still have a shot as long as you put in the effort, put in the
yeah.
work, and because hard work outworks talent all the time. Coaches harp on that all the time, especially college ball, especially getting up to the higher levels. If you hard work will always outplay talent because talent can only take you so far.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, I just want to reiterate just that, overall, the the best purpose is to help other people,
Hmm.
because just, helping people is just make it should just help you. I it just there's it never feels bad to help somebody else. that's just always bottom line what you should try to do. If you see somebody who's struggling, you need to try to help them however you can. And if they don't receive it, that's fine, but just try to bless somebody. It's all part of, God's plan. You got to help your neighbor.
Yep. All right. The last one he had, what hidden talent besides baseball do you have?
I would say I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd. I'm very well rounded as well. That's a very hidden talent. Like a lot of people will see me and just think, oh, well, this is just, a baseball kid, right? He fits that stereotype. But then when you dig deeper, like I've played video games. I 3D print stuff. I collect Pokemon cards. I love eating food. I love traveling. Honestly, I cover all the bases, and it's I try to go into any like person that I meet and find something like good about them, right? And then it's the kind of idea that like um I'm going to respect you until you give me a reason not to respect you. And then like I think I guess that's a hidden thing in itself. Like just being a caring person. That's just what I try to do.
And then a secret talent of mine is I love working on anything with my hands. So building things like construction wise, mechanical wise with cars. Only thing I don't touch in cars is the electrical parts because I'm not an electrician. I don't want to mess with that. But if it's turning a wrench, I can do it. Yeah, I can figure it out. YouTube certified over here. So,
Okay.
but but no, like that, and then also I'm a huge animal guy. Growing up, we always had 4 or 5 dogs in the house, a cat, something like that. So just love huge guy for animals and love working on anything with my hands. Especially like cars, like I was saying. Like I've got a motorcycle that I'm working up and fixing up right now to get back to street legal and everything. So it's gonna be fun. But yeah,
Okay, see, listen, I'm very surprised by both of these. Okay, listen, I think we should do pack openings Pokemons with kids. I think that would be your content. Okay, listen,
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I'll show you right now. Behind my desk, I have a whole tin of Pokemon cards, and
listen.
it's just something I grew up watching. Like my whole family was movie buffs, and we're just so into the media, and we just like enjoy it as a family, and it brings us closer together. And that's something I grew up watching with my brothers and sisters.
Listen, I think I've learned more about y'all today than I did at Trouts because I would have never had Tommy. I did not have you pegged as a guy sitting in a office talking on a phone. Okay,
yep,
I had you pegged
Insurance,
on what your
yeah.
hobbies are. Okay, I was like, this man either works on cars or works in construction. Now knowing that he sits behind a desk, I'm like, didn't see that coming.
yep.
All right, before we wrap up, give Donut fans one message heading into the season.
That's an interesting question. I have to think about that.
That is a good one. I feel like the best way that I could say is just come out for the games and watch us and see how we compete. And hey, see us come out and win a ship.
Yeah, show your support. We're definitely going to be an energetic team. I'll be out there bringing the energy as much as I can, even when vibes are low. Um, and I'll be in the outfield. Look out for Xander.
All right, guys. Well, you've heard it here. Keep your eyes out for the Donut Steelers because I feel like y'all are going to steal some wins and people aren't going to see it happening.
I'm excited. I'm excited.